Hi, welcome, friend. I'm really glad you're here. If you're anything like me, you're doing all the right things, working, taking care of your family, trying to stay on top of everything, and still feeling like there should be more breathing room than there is. So today, I just want to have a real conversation with you about that. And I'm going to show you 3 ways busy moms are creating extra income without getting another job and without missing out on their kids' lives. Here's what I'm going to walk you through. How moms are creating extra income without sacrificing family time, how to actually create financial breathing room, and what I personally did, even in seasons when I felt like life was completely chaotic, because you're not stuck, even if it feels like it right now. I've talked to so many women. They say things like, I just want something that's mine. I just want some purpose. I want to stop stressing about money. Why is there never enough money? I want more time with my kids. I'm sick of my job and I'm sick of leaving my kids at a daycare. And honestly, I've said those same things too. You're working hard, doing all the right things, but it still feels like you can't get ahead. Bills get paid, but savings, they feel out of reach. And then there's all the stuff in the back of your mind, retirement, college, unexpected expenses. And you catch yourself thinking, there has to be another way. If that's you, then you're in the right place and you're talking to the right chick. So here's my promise to you. I'm going to show you how women are creating extra income without another job, without going back to school, and without sacrificing time with their family. So let's just be honest for a second, okay? It's just us girls here. Let's take a little reality check. Everything is expensive right now. Groceries, insane. Kids' activities, also insane. I had my girls in all-star cheer for a while. It was thousands of dollars a year. And even after all that, they wanted to charge me $50 just to get in the door to watch my own child compete. It's seriously crazy. And I'm crazy for paying for it, to be honest with you. But we do these things out of love. I get it. We all want our kids to have what we didn't have and a well-rounded life, including sports. But honestly, it's not even about being bad with money anymore. It's literally like you can't cut anything else and things are just getting more expensive. You're already budgeting, already saying no, already trying to be responsible. It starts to feel like, what am I doing wrong? You can't cut the budget again because there's literally no more juice to squeeze from that lemon. You know what I'm saying? You see friends on Facebook taking Disney cruises and trips abroad while you can only afford a trip to grandma's. Like, what in the world? And you're tired of driving all over town, tracking down the sales just to get more out of your budget. Nobody can live like that forever. And I get it. It's like no matter how hard you try, there's just no real way out. You feel trapped. And then this part hits. Time is not slowing down. Kids are growing, expenses are growing. My kids are 6 and 12. So we're still in this like sports and school stage, but it won't be long until we're in the car buying season and then prom, graduation, college, wedding, everything that today's society typically relies on parents to provide for. And truthfully, we do want to provide those things for our kids, don't we? But retirement is getting closer also. And we can't just rely on, I've got plenty of time anymore because time is running out. Who knows if Social Security will even be around when we get to be 65, right? I mean, I hate to even think about that. And did you know that nearly half of US empty nest parents are still financially supporting their adult children, often contributing around $1,500 a month to help them get by? And I'll just be honest with you, it wasn't that long ago that I, as a married adult with kids, had to rely on my parents to fill in gaps for me. Like if I needed new tires or had an emergency and didn't have the funds to take care of it, I went to daddy. I don't want to be able to do that for my children too. And I want to leave behind a legacy so my children never have to worry about taking care of me in my old age. So you have to ask yourself, does your stomach flip thinking about retirement? Are you going broke just trying to keep up with the kids' extras? How about your emergency fund? Could it last you for months if you needed it to? So, hi, I'm Kristen. That's me. I'm a mom, a corporate girly, and a Jesus lover. And I did have to be really honest with myself at one point. I didn't just want more money, I wanted more flexibility, peace of mind, and something that actually felt meaningful. I wanted a purpose driven life and I wanted abundance that I could turn around and use to bless others. There was a time when my husband, who came to America from Tonga, which is a poor country, that's where I met him. I was a Peace Corps volunteer and I met him and he came here, like kind of like that show 90 Day Fiance. Yeah, that was us. And my husband didn't even speak English when he came here. So we had to build an entire life around that. And it wasn't always pretty. And I get it. We're millennials. We've done everything we were told to do, right? Get the degree, build the career, keep pushing forward, climb the corporate ladder. Heck, we've adapted to a world that keeps changing, right? We're the generation that saw Columbine, Y2K, 9/11, the recession, the internet and smartphone explosion, COVID, now AI. I mean, we're super resilient. But at some point, you just come to terms with realizing it's time to create the life you actually want and create opportunities instead of waiting for them. We don't want to spend our whole lives trading time for money, right? And being too exhausted to even enjoy our kids from slaving in the 8 to 5 every day. It's exhausting. So, how do you make up for lost time and get back to a life you actually enjoy? So, I had to have this realization too. Between work and kids and responsibilities, I realized if I wanted a different financial future, I had to create something different. And this is what changed everything for me. I realized there are two types of incomes: income you work for and income that continues to pay you. And that second one, that's what creates true freedom. So I looked at lots of different ways that women can create extra income. They all have their pros and cons. So I'm going to walk you through them. Okay. Option one, working more hours, which sounds great because you make a reliable paycheck and it's familiar and predictable until you're like, when? When am I going to work more hours? And if you're salaried like me, you can't just work more to earn more. You have to go find a second job that requires more time, and that's a headache. You're spending less time with family, which totally defeats the purpose, and burnout comes very fast. So that's not the best option, right? So, option two, side hustles. Some examples of side hustles include Etsy shop, affiliate marketing, content creation, digital marketing, reselling, etc., etc. And listen, some people crush it in this. Some people have a passion, and the benefits are flexibility, low startup costs, usually being able to work from home. But for most moms, it takes a lot of time and a lot of learning, especially with confusing technology tools and cumbersome e-commerce platforms, etc. And now there's not a lot of return at first or ever if you don't actually successfully grow a following. So that's a tricky one. But option three, starting your own business. There's actually a few types of business that I looked into. I was like, okay, a franchise. I don't think this is the best option for me. High startup costs, too much of investment for me. Plus, it comes with corporate limitations and management responsibility. Yuck, yuck, yuck. That's already what I deal with in corporate. I don't want more of that. So then I thought, well, what about brick and mortar, like opening my own store? But I realized quickly I'd have to go into debt just to get off the ground, then probably spend every waking moment in the store. And if I didn't, I might not ever make any money. So, also not the ideal situation. But a home based business, that really got my attention because it gave me flexibility, no income cap, and something I could build around my life, not instead of it. I can work from home in my PJs and really make an impact in other women's lives. It's a win win win. So here's some pictures of what I'm talking about. I have made some incredible friends that I never would have known if not for my business. I get to travel to new places, earn trips and experiences. I'm having the time of my life while making money. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, right? And honestly, I do this for my kids to be able to say yes more, to take the trips that they'll never forget, to stop stressing over every little thing, because I love extravagant birthday parties and big Christmases. I love taking family vacations. We have a camper and it takes money and It takes a lot of money to maintain a camper and to buy a camping spot and etc. Like these things don't pay for themselves, right? So I knew I needed to increase my income so I could live and give my kids the life that I wanted them to have. These are things I truly value and I want my kids to experience. That's what really mattered to me. And I know what you might be thinking. Yeah, but those things don't work. I thought the same thing. I did. And you're right. Most people fail because they don't have support or they joined a bad company. They don't have systems and things are labor intensive, or they're trying to figure it out alone without any training. If you're sitting there wondering, is this right for me? I want to say this. Most people fail because they were set up to do so, probably unwillingly and unknowingly. What changed for me was plugging into training, systems, and mentorship, and then just taking action. Nothing changes if you don't take action. Creating a six-figure income without getting another job is possible for you. Don't try to figure it out for yourself. You'll just lose more time. Get help from someone who can put you on the fast track. You have a choice right now. You can either hustle harder and hope you make enough to get ahead, or you can start building something that results in true balance. So, how can I help? Well, I've set aside time to talk with you one on one. No pressure, no weirdness, just to see where you are and what could be possible for you. This is completely free for you, so take advantage. The point of the discussion will be figure out if we're even a fit. Because look, I don't want to work with just anyone. I want to work with women who want to shake things up. You have to want to invest and believe in yourself, and you must be willing to take action. Hope and prayers can only get you so far. And one last thing, you must love Jesus. No, I'm just kidding. Everyone is welcome. But what you will find here is a community of like minded, faith led women encouraging each other to grow and chase their dreams. The real question isn't, can this work? It's how much is it costing you to stay exactly where you are? Life is moving either way. Are you going to move with it? What is the gap between the income of your dreams? So just for a moment, think about what would be your ideal income? Like in your wildest dreams, what would that be? And once you have that number, then I want you to think about your current reality. What's your current income? Now, the gap between those two numbers, that's how much it's costing you to stay exactly where you are. That's how much you're giving up if you don't go after your dreams. How much longer are you going to wait to step into the life you want? Life moves fast. Years pass without us even realizing it. I feel like with every passing year, it goes by faster and faster. Where are you today financially compared to where you'd hoped to be? I can't believe I'm already 38 years old. Like, holy cow, I feel like I was just 20 and here I am at 38 and I'm building up a new financial future for myself. Time will move either way, but the question is, will anything change? So let's lay out a plan for you to be the girl in charge of your time and bank account, the mama who gets to gain flexibility while still supporting your family. Finally, find success finally and get the results you need in your life now. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this and found it helpful. Take the next step by clicking the button next to this video so we can connect and start discovering whether this is a good fit for you. Whether you want to earn a few $100s a month or a few $1,000s a month, there's a place for you here. But the first step is to click the button next to this video. Let's start a conversation and then we'll take it from there. So thank you for watching this video. I'm glad you're here and I hope to talk to you soon.